Hallå och välkomna tillbaka till ett avsnitt utav If My Heart Had Wings. Det var länge sedan jag spelade ett avsnitt av det här. Det var länge sedan jag spelade in något överhuvudtaget. Det var länge sedan jag la ut något överhuvudtaget. Vilket beror på lite olika anledningar. För det första så har det skett en grej som är ganska hemsk liksom så här. Man kan kalla det något utav en personlig tragedi som jag inte tänker ta upp just nu. Det är det första. Och det andra är att jag har börjat spela RuneScape igen. Sen vilken utav de två som faktiskt orsakat det här, det kan man ju fråga sig. Men nu så tänkte jag spela lite av det här och försöka spela in lite mer videos igen rent allmänt. Samtidigt som man spelar RuneScape i bakgrunden, för det kan man göra. Det är bara AFK liksom. AFK Divination just nu för att fixa. Jag köper Iron Man, vilket är jävligt roligt. Jag håller på AFK Divination för att få vet reporters till Archaeology. Men med det sagt så hoppar vi väl helt enkelt bara in i avsnittet. After school, we moved the glider to the new base. Alltså jag måste fixa ett puffskydd, känner jag, till den här mikrofonen. We also took the necessary tools with us and made all preparations so that we could start working. It's kind of like a secret base, huh? Jag har ju liksom ett puffskydd här, men det passar inte riktigt på den här mikrofonen. För det är ett sånt man sätter upp på mikrofonen och inte... Alltså det ska vara jätteskumt att sätta det på mikrofonen. Det skulle inte göra någon skillnad. Liksom, det skulle typ inte göra någon skillnad för det täcker inte mikrofonen när mikrofonen är stor typ. Jag skulle behöva ha liksom en framför så här typ. That expression fits it perfectly. Jag hör ju den inte. Himari said in a good mood and got to work. This place certainly feels a lot like the secret base that we made when we were little kids. This dock, constructed from steel, is just how we imagined a secret base back then. Instead of a spaceship or a robot, there is a glider. This is our secret weapon. Okej, höj lite mer. Jag har börjat spela lite utav Grisayan och Keitsu. Började spela det mer eller mindre precis innan min hiatus där. Jag spelade in 8 avsnitt. Det är jävligt roligt. Då spelar jag faktiskt med rösterna för att orkar jag inte läsa dem själv. Då vill jag bara liksom enbart få the story liksom typ. Men det har varit väldigt roligt hittills. Nu var det några veckor sedan. Det var innan min så kallade hiatus. Men det har varit roligt. Får jag väl inte påstå. It's so dusty. It hasn't been cleaned at all. This looks like a tough job. First, we have to dust it off. After that, do some cleaning. In this room, the cleaning was already underway. There's electricity, so if we cleaned everything, we'd be able to stay here overnight. I'll return to the dormitory for a moment and get the vacuum clean. Alltså jag bara ser framför mig hur han liksom går tillbaka till the dormitory och hämtar en jävla dammsugare som man springer med genom hela staden. Jag var tvungen att skriva till min kompis på RuneScape för att han höll på att skriva till mig. Jag sa jag kommer inte kunna svara på det just nu. I'll return to the dormitory for a moment to get the vacuum cleaner. That might be a good idea. Cotter answered while frowning from the dust. What's with your chant today? I had the impression that the Kasato sisters were always together, but today Yori-chan didn't come. She had something to do. Could it be that she's angry? It seems she was against you letting us use this place. Yeah. And Asa-chan's expression darkened. A short tone came from her cell phone. Seems like a text. It's from Yori-chan. I've taken something important from you. From mysterious thief. Why? Okay. Varför? There's an image attached. What could it be? Det är nu det är världens plot twist på den här jävla visual novelen. Men det är någon... Oh. Fan, jag skriver till min kompis att inte skriva någonting viktigt här. Så skriver han jättemycket, jag tänker inte svara. There's an image attached. Kotor and I got interested and we peeked at her phone. What's this? Some sort of striped pattern. What could it be? At first, we couldn't tell what was on the picture. There was something like bare human skin and a triangle of fabric with a striped pattern. Åh nej! Varför händer det här nu? Har jag helt glömt bort hur den här visual novelen funkar? Varför kommer det här nu för? These are our favorite striped panties. What? Those were pink striped panties. Moreover, it seems that Yori-chan had lifted up her skirt and took a picture while she was wearing them. In other words, it was a view of underneath Yori-chan's skirt. Alltså, har den där visual noveln alltid varit så här, eller kommer jag tillbaka till ett väldigt konstigt ställe? Asa-chan was petrified by that photo. Another text came. Does it get to you? This will teach you not to ignore your younger sister, mysterious thief. Why? That girl's not a genius. She's an idiot. Asa-chan still remained frozen. It seemed she was deeply shocked that her precious panties had been stolen. What could I say to console her at a time like this? You don't need panties where we're going. Eller vad ska han säga? Oh, totally powerless. All I could do was pat her gently on the shoulder. Okej, jag ska svara honom. Perfekt. Det var inte ens roligt. Jag tänker bara på... Det är en referens både till Back to the Future och till Milby. Despite being affected by this incident, we still somehow managed to finish the cleaning in half a day. It's clean enough now. Yeah, it looks like we would be able to sleep here if we had sleeping bags. We couldn't just throw things away as we pleased, so it's still a bit of a mess, but at least it's clean. Cheer up, Asa. If you're worried about your panties, I'll show some better ones for you the next time. That's not it. Well, maybe that too, but I'm more sad that Oi-senpai saw my panties. I might not be able to become a bride now. Huh? Really? Anyway, this sounds like trouble, so I pretended I didn't hear it as I put down the framed photo. Jaha, så han fixat en jävla fotoram till också. Will here be good? I placed it on the shelf at about waist height. I brought this from the dormitory, along with the vacuum cleaner. It's fine, isn't it? You can see it from anywhere in the room. Yeah, doesn't it fill you with fighting spirit? I think it's as if Anime-senpai was always watching us. We can't let down Amane-senpai and our past selves. These are the feelings we've had up until now. On that day, one thing ended, but it was also the start of something new. Asa-chan looked at the picture of all of us with a hint of sadness. She was the only one not there. Hennes syster då? Hennes syster då? Ja, jag antar att de menar typ så här alla som är med i den här jävla soaring-klubben. Eventuellt, vad vet jag. Let's all take one together. A commemorative photo once our glider flies. Yes. That's right. Not just once we fly. Let's take photos regularly. As a record of our activities. Oh, good idea. We could leave them for our successors. Så that they would see what kind of activities we were doing. Ja, för det hade nog varit väldigt svårt att gissa. Successor. This is a club, right? We'll leave it behind for the younger generations. I see. I hadn't thought of that. What? Even though we have a new member? Just like we inherited the glider from Amane-senpai, I thought we'd leave it behind for others, who would be looking up at the clouds with the same feelings as ours. Maybe it's still too early to be thinking about that, but it was fun to imagine that kind of future. Yeah. It's really fun, right? I'm sorry, mysterious thief Y-sama. I won't be neglecting you ever again. Did you learn how it feels to have something important taken from you? Yes. This will teach you to be kinder to your little sister. Moreover, I learned how embarrassing it is to have a boy see your panties. Huh? A boy? A panties? That photo? Oi-senpai saw us with me. The one of me wearing them? Yes, the one of you wearing them. Oi-senpai saw my panties. Alltså varför... Jag minns inte ens att den här wish novelen var så här jävla pervy, så jag vet... Va? Jag minns inte att den var det, men det kanske alltid har varit det, vad fan vet jag. Since we moved to the secret base on the Windmill Hill, our club activities were proceeding at full speed. Until now, we've been acting underground, and we couldn't do anything that we could stand out too much. Ja, de har räknat underground, de har varit i en jävla bunker, så... So as soon as we came here, everyone flung themselves into work. The first thing for us to do was repairing the damaged aircraft. Make sure to push the air out of the glass mat with a brush while you are painting the resin over it. Like this? You're putting on too much. Do it little by little. This much? Still too much. If the FRP has a high ratio of resin, it gets weaker. So this much then. That's not enough. This is difficult. In the corner of the dock, Kotori was teaching Asa-chan the process of making FRP. It's like Himari taught Kotori 1 year ago. They were making a dish from FRP. Yeah, like that. Now try to do it as quickly as you can. As quickly as I can. Ouch! Wow, you dropped it. It's spilling out. It's spilling out. What should I do? Okej, och vi får se vad hon kommer göra after these commercial messages, antar jag. Vi syns snart, vänta lite. Och vi är tillbaka igen och nu ska vi få se vad vi ska göra här, jag vet inte fan. Asa-chan knocked over the bucket filled with resin. Hey, what are you doing? Oh no, we can't use this anymore. I'm sorry. Asa-chan apologized downheartedly. However, Himari didn't go easy on her. Do you understand? We only have a limited amount of materials. If we don't have enough, we won't be able to make the glider. Men då, alltså, ja, limited amount of materials, men vem är det som liksom betalar för allt det här då? Det är ju de. Ja. Det är ju inte de personerna som betalar för det kanske, men det är fortfarande de som har fixat det. Så jag menar, var lite tacksam. It's okay to learn the techniques little by little, but you have to be careful with the materials and tools. Okay. Himari returned to me. It felt like she was saying that it's fine as long as Asa-chan understands this. Himari and I were repairing the damaged parts of the aircraft. FRP repairs are carried out in a very similar way to adjoining the separately built parts. We attach the glass mat beneath the damaged parts, paint it with the resin and laminate it. Once it's dry, we sand it and paint it again, and it's done. It's pretty easy. The problem is that when we reinforce the damaged areas, the FRP becomes thicker, which increases the weight. Oj. Of course we're worried if it'll become too heavy, but in the case of a glider, affecting the balance of the aircraft is also a problem. Is this the only damaged place on the right wing? Yeah, next is the body. Alright, let's finish everything today. These are the cracks that we haven't been able to fix for a year. He wanted to do it so we'd be able to fly again soon. I messed up again. Asa-chan let out a sigh while she was cleaning up the resin that she had spilled. Resin that spills on the floor gets mixed with impurities, so it can't be used anymore. However, since they are only making a practice dish now, they can still make use of it. As Himari said, our materials are limited. If we run out, we don't have the funds to replenish them easily. Push out the air! What is it, Kotori-senpai? No, I just remembered something. There was a time when I was just like you now. Kotori slowly closed her eyes as she began telling her story. She seemed just like a great actress looking back on half of her lifetime. Whatever I did, it didn't turn out well. I was worried there was just a burden for everyone. But I changed, thanks to my irreplaceable friends. Irreplaceable friends? Yeah, I was able to change because of my bonds with my friends. I can't take it anymore. Himari threw down the brush she was using to spread the resin. Huh? Would you saying such stuff with a serious face? I feel as if someone was tickling me. Just look at her, doesn't it give you goosebumps? Next to her, I was holding my stomach, convulsing with laughter. Wah! Bwah ha ha! Bwah ha 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 ha! What the hell? Don't make me laugh, my hands are shaking! Oh shit, nej. Oh nej. I'm out. Det blev världens you and me and her vibes här. Idag har jag lite cider också. Briska, hallon och vin här. Trevligt. Även om jag inte gillar den här you and me and her viben som jag får utav det här. Den känns ju lite obehaglig faktiskt. Tickles! Jaha.
Watch it. Sometimes she says some hilarious things with a really serious face, you know.
Was that a joke just now? It wasn't a joke. Kotori started throwing things at us in anger. Knives, pencils. Pencils. Jag vet inte. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Hey, you'll hit the glider if you ouch you. You idiots. Damn tactless morons. Go to hell. Sorry, I'm sorry. No, really, I'm happy you feel that way. It's just that you need to know the right timing to say stuff like this, right, Himari? Yeah, I'm happy, but don't say things like that when we're doing serious work. See, look here, my hand shook and now it's bent. That's not my fault, you two are to blame for that. Not knowing if we were joking or serious, Asa-chan couldn't really follow our exchange, so she was only watching it. You are really good friends, aren't you? But we aren't good friends at all. You heard him just now, right? Var fan är min hand? Var är min kontroll någonstans? Ja, där låg den. Okej. Fan, förvirrad över vart den har tagit vägen. Guffix butterfly. Vart? I can't see anything at all. You heard him just now, right? I'm the only one who believed in friendship. We were just teasing a little. We love you, Kotori-chan. Our friendship will last forever. I'm breaking off our friendship, you idiots. Oh no, she's really sulking now. If we leave it like this, it'll drag on for a week. I'll treat you to some ice cream later. Strawberry Häagen-Dazs. She turned her back on our attempt to win her over and resumed teaching Asa-chan about FRP. Its shape is pretty good. So something like this can become a part of the big glider? That's right. Wow! To see it flying on the wings that you built yourself is the best feeling. Hur fan vet du det? Eller för sig, det var du som byggde. A fire was burning in Asa-chan's eyes. I'll give it my all. Yeah, that's the spirit. The repairs of the glider were soon completed. There were only cracks in a few places, so the repair work itself was quite easy. After that, we examined the whole aircraft, but we didn't find any other problems. With that, we could fly if we wanted to, but... Finally, it's time to start a big remodeling project. Following Leader Kotori's command, Himari spread the blueprints on the desk. Asa-chan looked at the detailed diagrams. This is amazing! Did you draw this too? No way! This was drawn by Amane-chan. Amane-san! Oh, the one in the photo! Yeah, because Amane-chan is a genius. The real something. The real one. Kotori intentionally said it loud enough so that Yoru-chan, who was sitting on the chair at the back of the room and sipping instant coffee, would hear it. Apparently Yoru-chan was satisfied stealing Asa-chan's precious thing a while ago, so now she sometimes come along with her sister here. With a composed expression, she ignored Kotori's remark. It's like a cat who pretends to be taking an afternoon nap when a dog is barking at her. The teachers and some of the students have been making a fuss over her, saying she's a genius, but I've never seen her claim that herself. What kind of a person is she? That Amane-san? Genius, within a whisker of being an airhead. An airhead? She's a strange person. It seems she doesn't even realize how amazing she is. She either completely lacks objectivity, or the circuits in her brains work in a complete different way than ordinary people. She's... She would often say, that's because I'm stupid. But she seems very kind. Rather than kind, she's more like a kid. And I'm very troublesome at that. She's beautiful, tall, and she has... She's beautiful, tall, and I want to have sex with her. She's beautiful, tall, and has a well-proportioned figure. She's a very feminine girl. But her eyes resemble those of a kid, as if she was looking at the world through a prism. There was a mysterious air about her. One that we will never know about, because she's gone now. Amane-senpai designed these blueprints for her best friend. Her best friend? Yeah, our great senpai. Or so she should be, but the truth is, we don't really know what sort of person she is. She's called Isuka-san. Together with Amane-senpai, they revived the soaring club, but after that, she suddenly left the school. Isuka. Asa-chan? No, I just thought it was an unusual name. Is that why you're going to make this? That's one reason, but that's not all. Vadå, så de vet vem det är, eller vadå? Förmodligen gör de det. På något konstigt höger så vet de nog det. We already told you that we're aiming for those strange clouds that you saw, didn't we? We were having the talk we've had many times already about the last flight I took with Amane-senpai. The strange last flight of... Ja, jo. The strange last flight of vad? Russell? Richard Russell, right? Oh, Richard Russell. Would you send him back my way? Yeah, right. It won't. Jag tror att vi är väldigt nära slutet utav common routen här, för att jag vet inte, typ innan hela min hiatus och allt det där så snabbspolade jag igenom lite utav det här. För jag skulle kolla lite. Jag tror att vi är ganska nära slutet utav common routen. Det är också därför man kan trycka på skip här, och det ska vi inte göra. We were having the talk we've had many times already, blah blah blah. We have thought of a few reasons why we failed. There are 3 big ones. I explained them to Asa-chan in an easy to understand manner. because she's stupid. The first is insufficient lift. The fuselage we have now is extremely well balanced. It was made so that it could adapt to all kinds of flights you could perform with a glider. That is to say, it's an all-arounder. On the other hand, it doesn't specialize in any particular area. For us, aiming for one specific objective becomes a minus. What we need are wings meant for flying high. We need wings suited for increasing altitude, as fast as possible with scarce updrafts. The next necessity is piloting skills. We realize that finding updrafts in the limited time we have and rising above the morning glory requires considerable skills and knowledge. That's why I was going to the airfield to practice under a proper instructor and finally got my pilot's license the other day. Just det fick jag nu. And finally, there's the flight plan. Vänta, vad var den andra anledningen? Piloting skills. Ja. We realized that when the morning glory appears, the weather conditions over Kasagaura are completely different than normal. This affects where and what kind of updrafts will appear and how high they'll be able to lift the glider. We need to know which winds we should ride. For that, we needed to put together a plan. And that's how it is. Do you understand it so far? No, I don't understand English. I speak Japanese. She gave a strong reply, but it didn't seem like she really understood. Well, it can't be helped. She's still a new member who hasn't even done any test flights yet. To put it simply, we're going to remodel the wings into ones generating more lift, meant for flying higher. That's what these plans are for. Amane-senpai must have foreseen this when she drew these blueprints. However, she couldn't build it by herself. We will be the ones to build the glider she envisioned. Well then, let's begin right away. We headed to the dock. The first thing to do is making the new wings. Var det inte det ni höll på med? Nej, det var det inte. De höll på att fixa the crack in their lifeboats. Eller något i den stilen. We started making the model from the styrofoam, just like we did before. We already had experience with this, so the work proceeded quickly. Whoa! This is how you make it! Don't just look, come and help too, lazy ass. Yes! We're going to cut the styrofoam with this heat cutter. Here, try it! She's probably instructing us, she's properly instructing us, Chan. Slowly, slowly! Yeah, like that. Carefully. Whoa! Hold it! Where are you cutting? Oh, hold it down there. Yeah, sure. It's easy to work in such a spacious place. Yeah, it's a little hot though. There's no air conditioning in the dock. We were cooling ourselves with an electric fan we'd brought with us. We were immersed in the work while dropping with sweat. Sweating so much, with such frantic expressions. They're such hard workers. It's beyond my comprehension. Yorchan, who was leaning against the wall, turned to leave the dock. Yorchan, are you going home? I'm just going to buy something to drink. It's so hot in here, I'm about to die. Nessan, do you want something? Yeah, cider. Oj. Fan. That's my girl. Måste fan ta en stor klunk för att segra. Skål, Asa-chan. Skål, Asa-chan. How about the rest of you? Huh? Oolong tea. For me, cola. Kora kora. For me too. I'm having what she's having. Cider, oolong tea and 2 colas. Försöker imponera på henne. Vad är din favoritdricka? Cola? Ja, det är min med. Liksom. Yorchan repeated with an unconcerned expression and left the dock. We exchanged puzzled glances, but we didn't make any comments and just resumed our work. Okay. There was still something we needed to do before we could entirely focus on working on the glider improvement project. It was cutting the grass on this runway. We gathered some people to help with the work on a midsummer Saturday afternoon under the blazing sun. Okej, men är det inte en hemlighet att ni har den här jävla saken så? Ni kan väl inte hålla på... Det är lite suspicious om man säger så. In the middle of the work, Kotor and I went to the owner's house of this lot to greet them. Bra att du la till det. It's so hot. Yuri-chan, I'm melting. So, why don't you come over here and take a break? It's cool in the shade. There's use too. No thanks. Come on, Asa-chan, do your best. If we don't do this, we won't be able to fly. Yes. I returned, pushing Kotori's wheelchair to where the others were working, covered in sweat. Welcome back. Welcome back, senpai. Is something wrong? Asa-chan asked when she saw Kotori's gloomy expression. I'm sorry, everyone. Everyone was puzzled when Kotori bowed her in apology as soon as she returned. What's wrong? Did something happen? We can't use the runway anymore. Huh? Why? Himari, now even more bewildered, turned her glance to me, who had accompanied Kotori. It's as Kotori says, they said we can't use it. The owner, being an old member of the Kifu Academy Soaring Club, gladly let us use the runway last year. Even so, he didn't allow it this year. The truth is, Kotori told everyone the situation. That person knew that the Soaring Club had its status revoked. The school immediately requested not to allow former members of the Soaring Club to use the runway. Tobioka was the one who got... Okej, det är lite roligt. Den där jävla Tobioka, han kommer upp hela tiden som liksom den där värsta jävla Scooby-Doo-skurken. River hela byggnaden. Alltså det är fjantigt alltså. Jag förstår liksom fortfarande inte hans motiv. Och jag tror nog nästan inte att vi kommer förstå hans motiv. Någon gång egentligen. Eller vad vet jag, men han bara gillar inte saker som flyger, alltså han är rädd för dem, antar jag. Because it doesn't count as club activities. If any problems occurred, the school wouldn't take responsibility. Okay. That's why they can't let us use it, even if they wanted to. It's a natural decision. Even though they didn't do anything wrong, they apologized over and over. That guy again. Damn, just how far will he go to get in our way? He probably realized that we are carrying out our activities in secret. I guess he already knows that stealing the glider from the warehouse was our doing too. I'm sorry, it's my fault. Because I have a body like this, they were being excessively cautious. I told you, that's not got nothing to do with it. But wait, what do you think that? Kotori sensed something in the owner's reaction. Certainly there were some signs of that. If something were to happen to the disabled Kotori, it could potentially become a huge issue. Although the owner didn't say anything explicitly, it seems that Tobioka had implied this. They didn't say it clearly, but it looks like the school had said something like that to them. What the hell? That's so low! However, that's not the main cause. In the end, the real reason they refused is because the Soaring Club had its status revoked. So, we can't fly? We don't have a runway, so it's all over. That's Asa-chan looked sadly at her hands, that were covered in dirt from pulling up weeds. Oh no. Why don't you look for another place? Impossible. Places which are flat and spacious enough are very scarce. Bunch of idiots. Yuri-chan, who was listening to our conversation from the shade, spoke up irritated. Kotori glared angrily at her. You're going to give up just like that? And you were brimming with determination until just now. What? This has nothing to do with you. Yes, it does. We're letting you use that place, and Nesan got involved too. But well, if that's all you got, maybe you had better give it up right away. Yuri-chan, stop it! I'm just telling the truth, that's all. There's no mistaking what Yuri-chan said. If we get overwhelmed and give up because of something like this, we shouldn't have even started it in the first place. That's why nobody talked back. We won't give up, right, Kotori? Yeah, of course. Just as everything started going well, we received a counter-punch and reeled. But we're not ones to lose heart at this sort of thing. But what are we going to do? Searching for another place would be... No, there's no need to do that. It's simple, we only have to be recognized as a club. Wow. Alltså jag hatar den här musiken. Den här musiken känns som någon så här... Jag vet inte, den påminner om något så här gammalt Flash-spel som är så här... Jag vet inte, den påminner om någonting. Jag tror att det är något gammalt Flash-spel. Där man spelar som... Jag vet inte, jag har det i huvudet men jag minns inte. That's what we were really aiming for, just noticing to feel down this there. Oh, I see. Kotori nodded enthusiastically. Something like this is no obstacle for us. We'll teach the old man a lesson. This isn't the first time Tobioka-sensei has pestered us. The test flight will have to be postponed for a while though. Everyone! I'll make him regret trying to make a fool out of me for sure. It appears that we need to speed up the reinstatement of our club, so that we can return to the sky as soon as possible. Return to the sky. Extend thy little wings which fly high in the sky. Är vi i skolan nu? Kommer vi vara i skolan nu? Ja, vi är i skolan nu. Jag tror att det är nu vi kommer få det här valet som i slutändan kommer ta oss in på, vad heter det, Kotoris route. Asa-chan had become a member, which means only 2 of Akari-san's conditions are left to be fulfilled. The lack of advisor and qualified personnel. If the advisor were someone with necessary qualifications, we could clear both at the same time, but that would be just too good to be true. Jag gissar att de kommer hitta Amane-senpai. I'm sorry, I understand how you feel, but I'm already an advisor to the drama club. But drama doesn't suit you, sensei. Yeah, exactly. Oh, be quiet. I may be a Kifu Academy teacher now, but I actually wanted to be an artist. The arts are great. You guys should give up on the gliders and join the drama club. No way. I refuse. I must say I'm a little hurt. The teacher left with hurt feelings and we dropped our shoulders. By the way, that was our homeroom teacher. Okej, bra att du berättade det. Tack. No luck, huh? This isn't going very well. All other teachers are already in charge of some club too, said Asa-chan as she looked at her little list. That is a list of teachers at Kifu Academy that Himari had made. It has information on their homeroom class, which clubs they are in charge of, and whether or not they're on Tobioka's side. Today, using this list, we've been going on around and asking all the teachers who seemed likely to cooperate with us. But you sure investigated this well. Don't underestimate Himari-chan's intelligence network. All we got left is Yamanobe-sensei. We can't ask him, even more of his hairs will go white. This time his new wife will divorce him for sure. The advisor we had until last year, Yamanobe-sensei, is young, but he's married. It seems that his wife is a slender, pretty woman. She's walking down the street right now. Apparently, when she saw her husband again rapidly right after they got married, she was shocked. I guess I can understand her feelings. She can only resign herself to this now. Don't just decide this yourself. Yeah, I feel sorry for her. His wife said to be very beautiful. So, what are we going to do? Well, let's think of another way. It was after school. Today we'll be taking a day off from our club activities. The materials we ordered still haven't arrived, so we've stopped working. Jag känner igen det här. Det är nu vi kommer få valet. Valet. Valvakan. Nu är det dags. Okej. Which is why for the first time in a while we got nothing to do after school. You don't have club activities today, right? Let's stop by somewhere. Sorry, I have something to do. Himari refused the invitation of the girls in the class and came over to me. Hey, oi! You're free, right? Come shopping with me. Where do you want to go? To the underground mall at Windy. Kotori passed us as we were talking about this. Kotori, what are you going to do? Me? I'm going to stop by the secret base on the way back. What for? There's a little something I want to do. I see. I wonder what Himari-chan is doing. Asa-chan is doing, I mean. We told her we're taking a day off. I wonder if he's hanging out with the other Chan somewhere. Hey, oi, come with me. What should I do? Exakt, så vi ska ta, vet du det, go home together with Kotori. Och sen kommer vi vara locked down her path. I'm going to the secret base too. I see. Himari is somewhat disappointed, said goodbye and left the classroom. Well then, let's go, Kotori. Yeah! Yeah. Who knows, men vi ska ta och sluta nu. Och nu är vi då alltså mer eller mindre förbi common route. Vi kommer inte få några mer val nu. Så det som händer nu är väl mer eller mindre ganska linjärt, skulle jag tro. Så jag var tack så mycket för att titta på det här avsnittet utav If My Heart Had Wings. Så jag kan säga det att från och med nu, för som jag sa i början, det är lite problematik som har uppstått som påverkar den lite grann just nu. Så att jag kommer mer eller mindre, jag kommer nog spela in ganska mycket av alltså främst Grisaya och If My Heart Had Wings, så får vi se om vad mer jag orkar spela in, eller lite orkar men har lust med, för att nu är jag inte jättemotiverad till att göra mycket alls. Jag har mest suttit och spelat RuneScape liksom för att fördriva tankarna. Men det var ganska underhållande att sitta här, så att jag är ändå hyfsat nöjd. Så jag får tacka så mycket för att ni tittat på det här avsnittet, så hoppas jag att ni har haft det bra. Om inte annars så får ni ha det efter ni stänger av videon, då får ni nog bättre. Men tack för att ni har tittat i alla fall, vi hörs, hej då!